Me a look for the spread for the bread for me youth lunch money for me mother get fed. I want do some stop light with the pan red. Who no can't stop me, full speed in a head. Who no can't stop me, full speed in a head. Black people of Fire Nation, black people of Fire Nation. You know want see no more youth lock up in a station.
Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again everybody, it's your host with the most. And before we get caught up, the name of that track from Vybz Kartel was called Black People. Because people been asking lately, what's the name of that track, mate? What's the name of that track you was playing in the beginning? Right? So the name is Black People. Just go up on YouTube and look up Vybz Kartel Black People and meds the tune. Don't make people keep on telling you about all he did in his songs was disrespect women and degrade people. Alright? Enough tune the man have. Educational, inspirational and uplifting. Anyways, what we come to talk about today is the ending of this trial. This appeal trial. And right now, I'm going to say big up to the star out of Jamaica first before anything else, because I'm going to take some information from them right now before I give my personal opinion. Alright? Now remember, the thing is out here. The trial is in a courtroom. The trial is not in the streets. But we in the streets are talking. And that's perfectly normal. Right? Because it is something of high profile with high profile individuals involved. Alright, some people not bother take it to heart. That's how the thing go. Alright. Supporters of Vybz Kartel are being told that they may have to wait until December to hear whether he, along with his 3 co-convicts, have been successful in their appeal against their murder convictions and life sentence. Alright, people, so the whole of we did a wish for the man come out right away. And we say, alright, July at the trial, that means July Emma come out. We had this thing in our head that they were going to walk into court, stand before a jury, or stand before judges rather, and the judges, the 3-panel judges of the appeal court, were going to hear it for 3 weeks initially, rub down to 1 week, and we say, freedom is even closer. Well, that is not exactly how the thing go. I've been told that for one, listen up. I've been told that for one, the shorter the trial, the shorter the deliberation period and the time it takes to come back with a decision. So, if they went for 1 week, they would have had to wait a period of 3 to 6 months for a decision. If they went with a trial which was longer for 2 weeks, we would have been looking at 9 months to a year of decision, before decision. If they went for a 3-week period trial, which is what we initially were expecting, right? Then we would have been looking at almost a 2-year wait for a decision. So his lawyers said, all the lawyers combined, of not only Vybz Kartel but his co-accused as well, said, look, let's compile everything, put our heads together, work very hard, and strip this down to 1 week. We're going for a 1-week trial. That way decision should be back by at least the ending of the year. If not, it'll be early of the new year. Alright, so that's how we're there with the thing right now. Attorney at law Bert Samuels, who represents Sean Storm, said that it is unlikely that a ruling will come in days or even weeks. A lot of us are very disappointed about that part, but hell, the man them been in there for years and years and years now. So days and weeks, I'm sure them can wait a little bit more. Even though 1 day in a prison no good for nobody. You see what I'm saying? Alright. Based on the workload of the court and the length of this case, I think that the Christmas term, as he calls it, which is next term, is when I hope that we will get a decision by Samuels said. Kartel and 3 of his 4 co-accused were found guilty in 2014 of the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams, marking the end of a keenly watched trial that had lasted for 65 days. And if you don't remember, that made history in Jamaica because it was the longest court trial case in the history of our judicial system in Jamaica. Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Kahira Jones, and Andre St. John were all convicted of the killing of Clyde Lizard Williams at the house in Havendale, St. Andrew in August 2011. Still no body has been found, and people are saying, well, Ra, nobody found, no physical evidence. How do you convict someone of murder to the point where you even give them life? But anyways, yes, what if the rumors are true that his own lawyers are in on the conspiracy to keep Vybz Kartel behind bars? This is a video that I did a while back, and I put this right here because go to YouTube and type in exactly what this is, and you can go back and watch a couple of videos I did concerning this case, because I have been following this case for years, from the beginning to where we are at today. Anyway, they were all given the mandatory life sentence, with Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, was ordered to serve 35 years before he is eligible for parole. Campbell, Jones, and St. John were ordered to each serve 25 before they're eligible for parole. God is good. I don't think so the man them are going to serve no 25 and 35. I think they will be out by the end of the year. Cross your fingers. Keep your fingers crossed. The reason why, for some of you crazy people out there, it's not because he's an entertainer and I'm worshiping entertainers. I've always maintained that me wouldn't want nobody kill my little brother and walk away. You understand? So regardless if you're a Vybz Kartel or anybody else, greater or lesser, then a prison you fi go if you are guilty of this crime. But looking at this case as it has unfolded over the years, I can truly say that I haven't seen any evidence. I have not seen any evidence, and the last thing I want to do is lock up someone that's innocent or frame someone that has nothing to do with something just because I'm thirsty and desperate for justice. Because at the end of the day, locking up the wrong person is not justice. Several attorneys have been appearing before the Court of Appeal since Monday, seeking to overturn the convictions and sentences. Lead prosecutor Jeremy Taylor is scheduled to appear before the courts, which was Friday gone. His job is to convince the 3 judges hearing the matter to keep Kartel and his company in prison. I saw. You know, even the good book, them called the Bible, tell you about lawyers and doctors, you know. Woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. Believe me, the Bible said that. Woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. And you know why? Because I'm not mad at the prosecution, because they are lawyers and the Bible talk about them. And why would the Bible say woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors? Because the world has come to this. Lawyers and doctors are the 2 professions that can actually sink people or save people. You have doctors that actually make people dead because the people them don't have enough money to pay them to give them proper treatment. And you have lawyers that get the wickedest person to walk free because them pay them enough money to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, back to this again. Yesterday, Samuel said that they have to await the written judgment after all the court proceedings have been completed to know the fate of the men. This judgment would not be handed down before or near to Christmas, the earliest. They are going to do a written judgment. So we have to wait on them to do their written judgment, he said. Now, I'm guessing that that written judgment means that on paper they will give us a full breakdown of everything that was said in the court, as well as what was refuted and what was proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, and what got holes poked in it so big that anything could have fallen through the hole them and no one was able to fix it. You understand? Now, I want people to remember this. Don't get hopeful in a Gaza nation. Hear what I'm saying to you. In order for this appeal to have been granted in the first place, because not everybody that goes to prison on a life sentence actually is granted an appeal. Some people get a life sentence and them have to sit with it, right? So in order for this to have been granted in the first place, means that the higher ups sat down, looked at it, looked at what was presented by the defense lawyers, and they said, wow, there are a lot of discrepancies here. We can't just make this fly like that. We have to sit and take this. We have to take this back into the courtroom again, right? So this is how we ended up here. Whether no one like it or not, I saw the thing go. This judgment, they said, will not be handed down before near Christmas, right? Or around Christmas time. Kartel's lead attorney, Valerie Nita Robertson, said that she is not sure when a verdict would be given, but she would not mind if one was reached today. God know, the whole of we would not mind if one was reached today. Me hear some people that say, yo, that case here, that trial here drive me for drink, daddy. That's how me feel too. She told the Weekend Star that Kartel has a strong chance of winning the appeal and that she's looking forward to the results. We are not always, she said, we are always looking forward to win. We don't go into an appeal to lose, she said. And of course, again, as expected, no lawyer is going to tell you, all when them know so them client about to sink. They're not going to look at you and tell you, well, I feel like said them I go hang him, you know. You know what I'm saying? She's going to say that they're looking forward to winning. But honestly speaking, looking at what has transpired so far, I feel like they've got this as well. We are always looking forward to win. We don't go into an appeal to lose, she said. In court yesterday, West Senior Smith, the attorney of Andre St. John, said that the trial judge should have put more weight on the outright denial of Kartel and any involvement in Lizard's death. Senior Smith said that this outright denial was not given enough sufficient weight by the presiding judge. Justice Lennox Campbell, in his direction to the 11-member jury at the time, he said that emphasis was instead placed on the men's assertion that there was a conspiracy by the police against them. Stick a pin, pause, let me explain that to you some more. Alright, so it was the judge's place, Lennox Campbell's place. Remember, you know, Judge Lennox Campbell right now is very well retired, collecting his big fat pension. And somebody tell me say he's somewhere in Belize still being a judge. Probably still a put innocent people in a prison and collecting bribe money. Me don't know. But he was supposed to have told the jury, look, keep in consideration that Mr. Vybz Kartel or Mr. whoever his name is at the time had said that his hands are clean and he has nothing to do with this. He did not do that. Instead, he looked at the 11-member panel jury and said, these men are over here saying this is one big conspiracy from the police them to lock them up. What do y'all think? And you already know how Jamaican people are when it comes to authority. You know what I say? All the one them must say, police go suck out your mother. When police stand up in front of them, police is the best thing since sliced bread. Alright? My lord, my hands are clean of Clive Williams' blood. If indeed Clive Williams is deceased, is what Vybz Kartel said during that trial. Now, listen. We're standing here arguing contaminated evidence, cell phone location, metadata used to date stamp info taken from the phone text. The prosecution was not even able to come back and say, yo, they weren't even able to come back and say, look, that metadata don't make no sense because we have metadata that says. I mean, you can't argue metadata. You understand? Cell phone location, metadata used to date stamp information taken from the phone, right? The same phone that is argued to be contaminated evidence and is proven to be contaminated evidence because the police officer would take the phone. You know, a lot of people been saying to me, yo, SouFlo, which part the police officer did there? Where is problem child? That's what me want to know. Where is problem child? You know, them say problem child was a undercover police who infiltrate Vybz Kartel team and him couldn't find nothing, so him set up the man. But where is problem child to this day? I don't know. Don't know if police dash him or like them dash a lizard or somebody dash a lizard if he's missing or sent him somewhere. Anyways, not to sidetrack too much. Contaminated evidence. A police officer actually came forth and yes, was disciplined for actually taking that phone. Now, the best the prosecution could come back with is, okay, the cell phone was taken by the police officer. It was contaminated, but the information on it that was used to convict Vybz Kartel, that was not contaminated. Like, really? Then the brother went ahead and said, but so what if it was? Even if it was, it's up to the jury to decide. Like, really? No, seriously. That's the best the prosecution could have done. I am sure that 3-panel judge don't want to look like some idiot sitting up there. So, I am pretty sure that the decision is going to come back. Me not tell nobody if you going to have no big party and rejoice yet, you know. But just be hopeful still. Because we are playing with Babylon and you know them play already. Right? Alright. Judge's error. We're arguing judge's error. because Judge Lennox him did a whole bunch of errors, things he was not supposed to admit into evidence. He did, and they were used against these men, especially that contaminated phone, right, and all these other things. Not only that, constitutional rights were breached and violated because certain things, these men, Sean Storm, Kahira Jones, Vybz Kartel, and the other, were supposed to be present when certain things were going down, or supposed to be privy of certain information, and they were not. Look, the prosecution's main witness testimony was frauded. Alright? Him a talk about time where times not adding up. For instance, Kartel was here when them said no, he wasn't. Here is solid proof that this is where he was. Go back, dig up the hospital records and see it there. Documented at this time into the system. The man checked into the hospital at this time. These are things that we cannot dispute. It is what it is. So if Kartel is smiling right now, he has a right to. Alright? And that is where I'm going to rest right now. All I'm saying to the people, big up on yourself, man, and stay tuned, because this can come out anyway still. This can come out anyway still, because we really are on the outside looking in and have no idea what powers are at play right now and who has an ulterior motive to make this go east, west, north, or south. Alright? Wanna stay up at SouFLoTV. Big up on yourself. Like, comment, share, subscribe already. Leave your comment in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.